Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and very welcome to Markowitz Park on this overcast Sunday for the 1998 Intermediate Championship final between Castleconnor and Grange, Cliffoney. Quite a large crowd from both sides in here today. Everybody looking forward to a very exciting, close game. Both teams out on the pitch at the moment. About 10 minutes or so to go before the throw-in. Quite a large crowd, all the teams doing their exercises and taking their stretches. Even Frank Kelly is taking a stretch out there, believe it or not. Both sides today very evenly matched. Grange would have the edge on Castleconnor age-wise. Castleconnor putting out a fine young team with Grange a lot higher in age. We hope that both teams perform to their ability, and if they do that, we will have a fine game to watch. The Grange team is better known as McHale's men. The not more veteran Eugene McHale has brought this Grange team to their second final in this year. Already last Easter they played Castleconnor here in the same pitch in the Kiernan Cup final, Grange being victorious on that occasion. Yes, indeed, there's quite a large crowd of supporters from the Castleconnor area. I even see in the middle of the Castleconnor crowd Eugene McHale's brother Eddie. I just wonder who is he supporting today. Bernie Barnes, I see him up there all the way down from Dublin for this match. Sean Gordon home from London. So young and old are out from Castleconnor today, and there was a sign in Tullylin, last one out, close the door. See Canon Halloran is here, and behind him the veteran John Francis Dunnigan from Clunkeelon. Played football for Castleconnor in the 50s, I do believe. With their mascots, getting their photographs taken, and management. Fine, hefty looking bunch of lads, all standing very still, and what a nice pose. Yes, friends, we're looking forward to a very entertaining game here today. Both sides with a lot of experience and a lot of character. And the Castleconnor team is in goals Bart Barnes, number 2 Trevor Feeney, number 3 Patrick Nocton, and number 4 cornerback Brendan Curran, number 5 Jason Cawley, centre half back number 6 Michael Langan, and number 7 David Fox. Midfield we have the meeting with Kieran Cawley and Carol Tuffy. Number 10 half forward line Kevin Barnes, Colin Gordon and Jerry Holmes, and the full forward line number 13 Joe Cawley, full forward Paddy Joe Barnes, and number 15 Philip O'Reilly. The subs line out as number 16 David Mahoney, number 17 Barnes Kelly, number 18 Martin Yachton, number 19 John Tuffy, and a few more thrown in as well. Number 20 John McGuinness, Shane Cawley, Michael Langan, Paul Kelly. And over there in the dugout we have 3 of the future footballers for Castleconnor. David Kelly, John McGuinness and Niall Judge, the 3 parish mascots.
For the second game of the afternoon, the intermediate final between Cliffoney
and the Grange Cliffoney team lines out as follows. Number 1 in goals, Seamus Hoey. Number 2, Philip Lang, Thomas Kilfeather. Number 3, and number 4, Jimmy Ford. Half-back line, number 5, Damien Kelly. Number 6, Aaron McHugh, and number 7, Hubert McSharry. Midfield, Jonathan Barry and Henry McCaffrey. Half-forward line, number 10, James Waters. Number 11, Dennis Harron, and number 12, Roisin Coyne. Full forward line, 14, Eugene McHale, and number 15, Jimmy Langan.
Centre-field Gordon and Jerry Holmes, and the full forward line is Joe Cawley, Paddy Joe Barnes, and now Philip Riley, number 16. And the referee for this game is Eddie Walker of St. Pat's Club.
And the Grange Cliffoney team now getting their photographs taken. Castleconnor team on the pitch for this past 10 minutes or so, already rearing to go. Management quite confident. Speaking to Bert Barnes before the game, he felt very confident that they would pull this one off. But the Grange camp are just as confident and a lot of experience. So we're looking forward to quite a close encounter here on an ideal day for a game. Bit of a breeze blowing, not too much, no rain, and everybody looking forward to a good game. And the referee and officials about to get this match underway. Castleconnor playing from right to left in the first half. Oh, sorry, changing around again. Bart Barnes, the goalkeeper, running down, shaking hands with his opposition. So it's going to be Castleconnor playing from left to right in the first 30 minutes. Hugsonish, Aronavine. Yes, indeed, the excitement is really building now, and had a large crowd of Castleconnor and Grange supporters here side by side. Referee Eddie Nary about to start this game. Both sets of midfield players shake hands and are about to do battle. Midfield pairing of Jonathan Barry and Henry McCaffrey, with Kieran Cawley and Carol Tuffy for Castleconnor. And the ball is up and the game is on. And the first to the break is Castleconnor. Castleconnor with Kieran Cawley. The ball into Paddy Joe Barnes. Number 2 for Grange Cliffoney, Thomas Kilfeather. The ball is kicked down the field. A high ball into Michael Langan. Michael Langan gains possession. He's tackled very hard indeed. Ball up along the wing. The mist, a little bit of rain coming down now at the moment. The ball is in now to Kieran Cawley. Ball is off into the number 4. Number 4 for Grange Cliffoney, Jimmy Foran. Long ball down the field to number 11. Number 11, Dennis Harron. Dennis Harron down the field to Eugene, number 13, Gay Kelly. Gay Kelly on the solo and in the ball into Eugene McHale. Grange attacking into Gay Kelly again. Gay Kelly shoots and the ball is wide. The first attack to the game down to Grange Cliffoney, and a very bad afternoon here with heavy drizzle coming down. Quite a lot of nerves out there yet, hard to settle down, but the crowds are still pouring in here to Markowitz Park. Bart Barnes, the veteran goalkeeper, about to kick out for Castleconnor. It's a great kick out by Bart Barnes. And a push, the referee Eddie Nary spotted a push in the middle of the field there. Number 6, Michael Langan. Let's go up the ball up to Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes is heavily tackled and it's a free given to Jerry Holmes. Michael Langan gives the ball back. It's hard to know who's going to take it. It's Trevor Feeney, the captain of the Castleconnor team, about to take this kick in off the ground. It's a high ball in. Kieran Cawley, the midfield band from Castleconnor, is running for it but doesn't get it. Number 12, Oisín Coyne. Oisín Coyne down to number 8, Jonathan Barry. And Grange are on the attack again. Line ball is out, and the linesman put the flag up for the ball is out. It's a line ball for Castleconnor. Carol Tuffy and Trevor Feeney side by side. Trevor Feeney kicked the ball up. A high ball in to Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley failed to get it this time. Kevin Barnes has fouled his man. It's a free to Grange. Kevin Barnes has fouled his man. It looked as if it was a line ball, but no, Kevin Barnes fouled his man. Carol Tuffy up to the middle of the field. Oh, very dangerous tackle in there. And number 11 for Dennis Harden for Grange. Down and a foul off the ball. A foul off the ball by Michael Langan. It appears to have been Michael Langan. This pole was in my way. I couldn't see right. It's a free into Grange Cliffoney. It appears that number 15, Jimmy Langan for Grange Cliffoney, is going to take this free. Jimmy Langan, one of the marksmen on the Grange Cliffoney team, stands back, looks at the post, and going to take this. He takes a fast one. He takes a fast one into the corner forward and out to James Harden again, and it's over the bar. Jimmy Langan puts it over the bar for the first point for Grange Cliffoney.
Opening score, a point for Grange Cliffoney, scored by Jimmy Langan.
With the first 3 or 4 minutes gone, it appears that the Castleconnor team have not settled to form yet, but the day is long. Grange Cliffoney first to get off the mark as Bart Barnes brings the ball out to the 21-yard line, getting ready for another kick out. And Bart gives a fine kick out. Carol Tuffy goes at midfield but doesn't get it. Number 11, Dennis Harden again, goes on a break for Grange Cliffoney. Then to number 15, Jimmy Langan. This is the danger man for Grange Cliffoney, the man that Castleconnor were all worried about. He turns again, and he into, but well broken out there by Patrick Norton, the Castleconnor fullback. Down to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes goes down on the ball. A lot of people running off the ball, and Kevin Barnes is fouled. Kevin Barnes will kick ball out to Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly lets the ball in, and the on-run and Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley is beaten for this time. Jimmy Forden comes out with the ball. And Grange Cliffoney has come out of the fence. Joe Cawley teasing him, and a nice pass out from the Grange Cliffoney defence. And Colin Gordon has fouled his man. A long ball down from Grange, down to Patrick Norton, and Jimmy Langan is on the ball again for Grange Cliffoney. And Jimmy Langan lets the ball in, and it's a high ball into Eugene McHale. Eugene McHale has the ball. Eugene McHale turns and twists, and he lets it out to his man, loose marking on the Castleconnor, and the ball is out again. Hits the upright and out to Michael Langan. Now the ball is out to Michael Langan. This is very exciting indeed. Grange Cliffoney playing very good football. Number 13, Gay Kelly takes a high ball, and it's the second point for Grange Cliffoney. A fine point taken out from the corner forward, number 13, Gay Kelly. Yes, it appears for the first 5 minutes that Grange Cliffoney are on top in attack. A lot of looseness, a lot of nerves, yes, with the Castleconnor team. Bart Barnes takes a quick kick out to Jason Cawley. A high ball up from Jason Cawley. On to Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes, number 12, playing football for a long time with Castleconnor. Lets the ball into Paddy Joe Barnes, a veteran full forward. Paddy Joe Barnes has the ball and fisted into Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley takes a shot, and it's the first point for Castleconnor. A great point by Joseph Cawley.
Opening score by Castleconnor, a point by Joe Cawley.
Grange Cliffoney 2 points, Castleconnor 1 point. That's the first attack that Castleconnor have really made, and it has proved worthy for them. A well taken point by Joseph Cawley. And the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, Seamus Hoey, walking back from the ball, about to kick the ball out. It's a good kick out. Carol Tuffy for Castleconnor up against Jonathan Barry for Grange. Jerry Holmes, a great footballer for Castleconnor, into Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes looks up, sees they're on running the Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy just fails to get that ball. If he had got that ball, it would have been stuck surely in the back of the net, but he didn't get it. But the ball is still in the Castleconnor hands. It's out to number 12, Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes playing great football for Castleconnor today. And Jerry solos, 2 solos, and the high ball in. And the ball is gone. No, it's not gone wide yet. The Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper has it. And dangerous play there with the Grange Cliffoney playing into their own back line. But here they come out again. Number 9, Henry McCaffrey coming out for Grange Cliffoney. Trevor Feeney, safe hands, covering back. Oh, Trevor Feeney is deemed to be fouled there. Trevor Feeney fouled. And it's a free end from her, where the ball ends to Castleconnor. Colin Gordon aiming to level these sides. Colin Gordon, the highest scorer on the Castleconnor team, takes a long high ball in, and that's a great point for Castleconnor, and the teams are level. As I was saying, Colin Gordon, one of the highest scorer on the Castleconnor team. Always sure about 6 or 7 points from Colin. So the sides are level, and Seamus Hurry, the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, about to kick the ball out again. 8 minutes gone in the first half. It's a long high ball out. Jason Cawley goes to the midfield, picked up there by into Paddy Joe Barnes. Paddy Joe Barnes again, a nice high ball out to Colin Gordon, and Colin Gordon is deemed to have been fouled, but not. The referee says play on. Colin Gordon lets the ball out to Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley lets the ball into Kieran Cawley. Ball blocked down in there, and Grange come out. Grange come out with Aaron McHugh. Aaron McHugh lets the ball out here. And here comes an attack by Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney with James Oisin Coyne soloing through. Trevor Feeney following, and into the hands of number 11, Dennis Harron. Dennis Harron looks up, sees Eugene McHale, Eugene McHale for Grange. Eugene McHale out to Gay Kelly, and Gay Kelly takes, and it's gone wide. It looked as if it was over the bar, but it's not. Both umpires suggested it was wide. The referee Eddie Waters now goes in to talk to the umpire, and yes, indeed, the ball is wide. The Castleconnor goalkeeper Bart Barnes about to kick the ball out. An exciting game. Very exciting game. I see Frank Kelly out on the line there. I think he's eating grass. The ball is broken down to Trevor Feeney. Trevor Feeney spots Colin Gordon. Colin Gordon lunges to the ball. A bit slow in going to it, but Colin has the ball. Colin gets the ball in to feed the forwards. Kevin Barnes goes up, and the ball is into Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy runs again, and Carol Tuffy was going straight for goal, but decided to chip it, and the ball has gone wide, and Carol puts his hands to his head. But that's the way. He thought he was going to chip the goalkeeper or go for a point, but he didn't. And the score still remains. It's Grange Cliffoney 2 points, Castleconnor 2 points. Thankfully the rain has ceased, and the pitch seems to be in good shape out there. It's a fast game, a fast-flowing game. Seamus Hurry kicks the ball out again. Out, Jerry Holmes. And now the play is into number 9, Carol Tuffy. A lot of fumbling and pushing going on over there, but it's safely into the hands of Jerry Holmes again. Jerry Holmes having a fine game, and that's a great ball in by Jerry Holmes. That's a high ball in, and that's a great point from Castleconnor. Jerry Holmes, it has to be said, is playing his heart out in the red and white jersey for Castleconnor. What a point. And this is not Willie the Shoe that you're listening to. This is John the Boot. That was a fine point taken by Jerry Holmes, son of Tommy. Tommy, of course, played a lot of football back in the 70s with Castleconnor. A great man at full-back and at midfield, and his son Jerry is doing him proud. That's a high ball out by Seamus Hurry. Trevor Feeney goes up with one hand, number 13, Gay Kelly goes up for, and it's caught in by number 8, Henry McCaffrey. Henry McCaffrey lets the ball out, but it looks as if it's Jason Cott. Yes, there was a foul, and it appears to be on Brendan Curran, and the ball is out into Castleconnor. Very well held there by Kevin Barnes, playing a fine game as well. Kevin Barnes into Paddy Joe Barnes, and Paddy Joe Barnes was fouled Pettijoe Barnes, number 14, the veteran full forward, playing football for many a year with Castleconnor. It's a free in to Castleconnor. Colin Gordon, number 11, stands with the ball in his hands, poised to take this one. Kicks the ball. It's a high ball. And it's gone over the bar. It's gone over the bar. The 4th point for Castleconnor. Grange Cliffoney 2 points, Castleconnor 4 points. A fine, well-taken point by Colin Gordon, son of Sean and Angela.
Again, to repeat those card numbers, please remove them. 9060N 2457 and
Seamus Hoy, the Grange goalkeeper, about to kick this ball out again. And Seamus has kicked the ball. It's a high ball, it's a long ball, and Kevin Barnes goes up to number 10 man. The ball is broken to Kevin Barnes again. Trevor Feeney playing very well far up. And there's a lot of messing going on out there at the moment, a lot of close play, and it's number 10 for Grange Cliffoney coming out, and number 6 being hackled by Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes goes, and the ball is down out to Grange Cliffoney, number 11, Dennis Harden. Dennis Harden lets the ball down. But Jason Cawley for Castleconnor. Jason Cawley for Castleconnor about to kick the ball. The ball went out over the line, and it's a high ball in. Carl Tuffy goes up at midfield. Ball broken down to Grange Cliffoney, number 9. Now it's Grange Cliffoney, number 13. Number 13, Gay Kelly. And the ball has gone out over the line again for another Castleconnor ball. 13 minutes played in this very close and tough encounter between Grange Cliffoney. A high ball up, and it's now into the hands of Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly's wearing number 16 today. Philip O'Reilly has been fouled, and the referee, Eddie Neri, is taking the first name. It's a Grange Cliffoney man. He's writing his name in the book for a foul on Philip O'Reilly. It's Philip Lang that was, and the ball, it's a high ball up into the, and the ball has gone wide. It was a high ball up into Philip O'Reilly and Pettijoe Barnes. Between the two of them, they managed to put that ball wide. And Seamus Hoey about to kick the ball out again. And the ball is into the hands of Kieran Cawley. Kieran Cawley into the hands of Jerry Holmes again. Jerry Holmes, let's go. And that has to be said, that is the finest point seen here today in Markovitz Park by the one and only Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes is definitely having a blinder here, playing very well. His father, Tommy, would be very proud of him. And the score is now Grange Cliffoney 2 points, Castleconnor 5 points. A 3-point lead for the men in red. Seamus Hoey kicks the ball out again for Grange Cliffoney. The ball is out again to Jerry Holmes, and look at the feeling of Jerry Holmes. Quite spectacular performance by Jerry Holmes. Jerry lets the ball out the forward, and here comes Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley running with his partner for the ball. Joe Cawley deemed to have fouled. It didn't look like a foul from here, but it was a foul against Jimmy Ford, and David Fox has the ball fastly into Kieran Cawley. Kieran Cawley into Kevin Barnes. Castleconnor playing very well now. A great patch of football by Castleconnor. Colin Gordon has the ball. The man that always scores the point when he gets it. He's pulled down and he's dragged down. He's tackled, and the referee has said he travelled too far. Too many steps for Colin, and it's a free out to Grange Cliffoney. It's a long ball down to Grange Cliffoney. Michael Langan, number 11, Dennis Harden, beating Michael Langan that time. Dennis Harden solos once, solos twice, sticks the ball in. It's a high ball into the safe hands of Patrick Naughton, the Castleconnor fullback, and he lets the ball out to Michael Langan. Great defence work there by the Castleconnor lads, and a good ball again up to Jerry Holmes. And Jerry Holmes, a great ball forward onto it looks like Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly goes down to pick the ball up. He takes the shot, and the ball has gone wide. Yes, it was a close one. Philip O'Reilly is the second wide. Puts his hands on his knees in disgust. It was a good chance for another score for Castleconnor. The score still remains Castleconnor 5 points, Grange Cliffoney 2 points. Seamus Hoey kicks the ball out again into the safe hands of Trevor Feeney again. Trevor Feeney, the ball, greasy conditions out there. The ball is passed up to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes is down to the ball. Trevor Feeney playing very deep at the moment. Trevor Feeney into David Fox. David Fox solos once. David Fox is up along the line and he has the ball back to Trevor Feeney. Trevor Feeney, the cornerback, is up but he's following his man, and it's a high ball in. And it's a goal for Castleconnor. It's a goal for Castleconnor. It appears to have been Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly, the number 16, scores a goal for Castleconnor, and the Castleconnor support are up and they're waving their flags. A great score, a high ball in, and Philip O'Reilly went up and pushed the ball into the net. It's a good score for Philip O'Reilly, and he needed that. Castleconnor 1-5, Grange Cliffoney 2 points. 17 minutes gone in the first half. A bit of a drizzle coming down here again in Markovitz Park. Seamus Hoey, the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, kicks the ball out again. And a foul. The ref spotted a foul on one of the Castleconnor men. And it's another free in for Castleconnor. Yes, it has to be said that goal gave a great boost, great lift to Castleconnor. Here comes Kevin Barnes with the ball, but he loses it. Kevin Barnes fouled his man, and it's a free down to Grange Cliffoney. Number 5 for Grange Cliffoney, Damien Kelly. Kevin Barnes disputes that he didn't foul his man, but Eddie Neri, the referee, as the ball is down to Grange Cliffoney. Number 13 is Gay Kelly, and the ball is now sent in to number 8, Jonathan Barry. Jonathan Barry passes the ball in, but well broken out by Trevor Feeney, and great defence work by Castleconnor. Guess it's surely up to Jerry Holmes now. Jerry Holmes has the ball. Jerry Holmes back to help his backs, and that's great play by Jerry Holmes. A good ball out to Kevin Barnes. Carl Tuffy is running inside him. Kevin Barnes lets the ball up, and the ball is broken down to one of the Cawley brothers, Paddy Joe Barnes. Paddy Joe Barnes was fouled there, but the referee said play on. The ball is being kicked. It's a high ball into the and as Castleconnor, Paddy Joe Barnes goes up again to get it, but Castleconnor and Paddy Joe Barnes and two of the Grange Cliffoney men, they're trying to outclass him there. Number 12 for Grange Cliffoney, Roisin Coyne, deemed to have been fouled, was fouled, and it's a free out to Grange Cliffoney. Yes, indeed, it's a very exciting encounter between these two teams, and it's a very bad taken free by Grange Cliffoney. But what a bad pass. Joe Cawley had the ball and gave it back to one of the Grange Cliffoney men. What a waste of a pass, but the game is on. The game is going on, and it's number 11 for Grange Cliffoney, Dennis Harron. Dennis Harron down the field, and Eugene McHale, the veteran man that's been very tightly marked indeed. Eugene McHale, one of the great footballers, and Eugene McHale is going through. And David Fox comes in the referee Eddie Neri is pulling Eugene McHale, telling Brendan Corrin to take it easy. It seemed to have been a fairly hard tackle. David Fox came barging in there, and he wasn't going to let Eugene McHale go much further. So Eugene McHale is on his mark. He's going for the... And Eugene McHale takes a high, the wind takes it, and it's very well caught in there by Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy in there helping his back line. Great play, but it's a bad ball out by Carol Tuffy. Grange Cliffoney in there in numbers, so are the Castleconnor men. Michael Langan clearing his defensive line. Kevin Barnes running forward, and the ball goes through his hands. Number 5, Damien Kelly. The ball into now Eugene McHale. Eugene McHale kicks the ball but blocked down and into the hands of Michael Langan for Castleconnor. Michael Langan takes one solo. The ball out the line to Philip O'Reilly, the goal scorer. Philip O'Reilly, the goal scorer, has the ball and he lets the ball up to Jerry Holmes. There seems to be a lot of loose men for Castleconnor. Colin Gordon takes a long, high kick, and it's gone to the right and wide. Yes, Castleconnor living dangerously down there for a few minutes as Grange put on a big attack, but it didn't prove anything on the scoreboard. The score still remains Castleconnor 1-5, Grange Cliffoney 2 points. 20 minutes gone in the first half. A very close encounter. Referee Eddie Neri having a good control on this game. The ball is broken again. The ball is broken between the number 9 Grange Cliffoney, Henry McCaffrey. The ball is out to number 8 now, Jonathan Barry. Jonathan Barry takes a solo. Solos once, solos twice. And he tricks Carl Tuffy. Now it's number 10, James Waters. James Waters lets the ball into but intercepted there, well intercepted there by Castleconnor. And it's Kieran Colley that has the ball. He looks round. He wanted Grange Cliffoney saying he fouled it, but he didn't. He lets the ball into Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy takes a long high ball into Joe Colley. Paddy Joe Barnes, a great veteran full forward, caught the ball, virtually took it out of his hands and fisted that ball over the bar for another point for Paddy Joe Barnes. It's looking very good at the first half for Castleconnor. It's 1-6 to 2 points. 1-6 Castleconnor, Grange Cliffoney 2 points, and Paddy Joe Barnes will be happy that he fisted that ball over the bar, because that is what he's good at. Seamus Hurry, the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, about to kick the ball out again. It's a long, great kick out by Seamus Hurry. Carol Tuffy goes out at midfield, towering midfielder for Castleconnor, putting on a great performance, but he is fouled. He is definitely fouled there, and referee Eddie Nera says he was pulled down. Grange Cliffoney seem to be looking forward to the half-time break to get themselves organised again. They seem to have lost their composure. Castleconnor muchly on top in this first half, and it's a long high ball into the corner forward. Joe Colley turns, lets the ball out. Oh, it's a bad ball out, but Kevin Barnes is there to pick it up for Castleconnor again. Kevin Barnes sidesteps, and it's a high ball in, and it's another great point by Kevin Barnes for this very well organised Castleconnor team. The Castleconnor management of Bert Barnes, Porrick Tuffy and Eugene Langan must be very proud of their first 25 minutes with Castleconnor. Grange Cliffoney 2 points, Castleconnor 1-6. It's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. The game is far from over. Grange Cliffoney are a team that never die. Seamus Hurry, the goalkeeper, kicks the ball out again. And Kevin Barnes goes up and going up to fit. Nobody went up with him, but it came off his chest, and the ball is broken on into number 8, Jonathan Barry for Grange. And he picked the ball off the ground. The referee, Eddie Neri, very fast to see that. He picked the ball. Michael Langan now has the ball, and that's the ball up to Joe Colley. Joe Colley is beaten to the ball, and Kevin Barnes goes in with the boot. Yes, it's a foul against Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes went in with the boot that time. The referee, Eddie Neri, says, take it easy, Kevin, take it easy. No need for that. And Grange Cliffoney hoping to set up another attack. And the ball is sent in to the danger man, number 15, Jimmy Langan for Grange. Jimmy Langan looks up, takes his shot, and into the safe hands of Bart Barnes, and Bart Barnes has been fouled. The Castleconnor goalkeeper has been fouled on the line there. It was a good shot in by Jimmy Langan, but Bart Barnes was first to the ball and he was fouled. Bart has the ball and goes to kick it out. It's a high ball out by Bart. They have 2 Castleconnor jerseys go for the ball. Luckily none of them got injured. And the ball is into the danger man again, Jimmy Langan. Patrick Naughton has to be said doing a very good job on this, Jimmy Langan. But it's over to the other corner forward, and Brendan Curran is marking number Gay Kelly, and Castleconnor come out of the ball again. A very strong backline. Now it's with the Grange Cliffoney, and Grange Cliffoney are doing all the attacking for the past few minutes, looking for that score that they most need. Number 13, Gay Kelly, gets the ball into number 10. And now it's Grange Cliffoney again, and he goes for a goal, and it's deflected, and Jimmy Langan lets the ball out of his hands. Oh, great goal chance there for Grange Cliffoney. But Jimmy Langan's out, Patrick Naughton is out marking him. Trusty in a minute, it's gone out very near the line, but it's not gone out yet. The ball is in here, and Michael Langan there again to clean up for Castleconnor. Michael Langan having a very solid game for Castleconnor in the half-back line. The ball is broken between Kevin Barnes and his opposition. Number 6, Aaron McHugh into number 11. Number 11, and it's been fouled. And the name of, it appears to have been a foul. Kevin Barnes' name, number 10 for Castleconnor, going into the book of Eddie Neri. Kevin is protesting that he put his hands out to block the ball, but it appeared in Eddie Neri's eyes to be a free. Eugene McHale stands back, hoping to put his side another point up, but he kicks a high ball, and it's gone over to the right. It's gone, and a lot of people going up for that ball together. It's now into the safe hands of the referee. Yes, has blown his whistle. I was thinking I heard a lot of whistles going here today. I didn't know whether it was the ref's whistle or someone else's whistle. Yes, it's a free out for Castleconnor. Bart Barden's about to take the free out again. I make it 26 minutes gone in the first half. Castleconnor playing the better football in the first half, but Grange Cliffoney, as I said, I never did. It's a long ball out and it's broken there into the hands of Michael Langan. This pole is in my way, it's blocking me, and the ball is up now again into Castleconnor, into Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes, the number 10 for Castleconnor, passes the ball into Colin Gordon, and Colin Gordon poises himself, takes his shot, and it hits off the upright. It's up the upright, but it's into the hands again of Paddy Joe Barnes, just overstretched, couldn't get it, and Grange Cliffoney live again. They come out of the fence with the ball. There's a great chance there for Castleconnor, but the ball is down now to Eugene McHale. Eugene McHale for Grange Cliffoney. Gets the ball in, and Jimmy Langan and Patrick Naughton. Jimmy Langan and Patrick Naughton having a very hard tussle in there, a lot of holding going on. And the referee spotted it. It's a free into Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney, number 10. Number 10, James Waters, takes a shot, and it's gone wide. James Waters for Grange Cliffoney takes that shot down wide. And the score still remains 1-7 to Castleconnor. Grange 2 points. Bart Barnes kicks the ball out again. And that's a long hard ball out into the hands of, and Jason Colley has been fouled. Jason Colley has been fouled by the Grange Cliffoney man. Jason Colley lets the ball up. It's a long ball up the wing. Up the wing to Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly, the goal scorer. He has the ball. He turns around. He kicks it. It's a high ball into Paddy Joe Barnes, but very badly aimed. Paddy was nowhere near that. And the Grange Cliffoney man gets the ball and kicks it out over the line for a sideline ball to Castleconnor. Jason Colley, one of the Colley brothers that plays on the football Castleconnor team. High ball in. High ball into Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy loses the ball. And here comes Grange Cliffoney again attacking. Grange Cliffoney again attacking. Down, and another line ball. Another line ball for Castleconnor. Grange Cliffoney kicking the ball a lot out over the line. Haven't really got into this game as yet, Grange Cliffoney haven't, but then it must be said that they're not allowed. Yes, Eugene McHale, the veteran man, is up there to help them out, and he's coming down into his solo, and he's been very heavily marked there by Carol Tuffy, but Eugene McHale still has the ball. Eugene McHale, a great footballer for Grange Cliffoney, gets the ball into, and Patrick Naughton, Grange Cliffoney are through, and this looks like a good goal chance, but thankfully Michael Langan got back. Michael Langan got back for Castleconnor to break up that Grange Cliffoney attack that looked dead set for a goal. I make it 29 minutes gone in this first half. And Sandra Kelly gives me another budgel of water to drink because I'm getting very dry at this job. And the Grange Cliffoney man, Jonathan Barry, stands back to take this free. And it's a low ball in. And David Fox very fast off the mark there. David Fox gets the ball and it's the ball up to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes deemed to be fouled there. Kevin Barnes is fouled, held, and Kevin Barnes gets the ball and fast ball up, put it into the hands of the Grange Cliffoney man. Number 4 for Grange Cliffoney, Jimmy Ford, taking that ball that Kevin Barnes intended for a Castleconnor man. But number Joe Colley, the corner forward out there, playing very well for Castleconnor. Number 6 for Jimmy Hearn, Aaron McHugh for Grange Cliffoney. The ball is now at number 10. Now James Waters for Grange Cliffoney, out along the sideline. That's the ball into the number 6, Aaron McHugh. Aaron McHugh is solo on once, solo on twice, and he kicks a high ball in. Number 15, Jimmy Langan, out on the corner underneath. This is Patrick Naughton and Jimmy Langan. Patrick Naughton and Jimmy Langan, a very hard fought tussle there between the two of them. The ball is in the high up in the air, and Grange Cliffoney, Gay Kelly goes up, but it's broken down to Trevor Feeney. And it's half time. The referee, Eddie Mary, blows the whistle for the 30 minutes gone in this first half. A quite comfortable first half for the Castleconnor, for the men in red and white. Grange Cliffoney didn't settle yet, but Grange Cliffoney are far from beaten. They're a very good, strong team, and Castleconnor will have to play all of the next 30 minutes as they play the first 30 minutes to be victorious on this occasion.
13, Kilkenny 110.
Yes, and as you look at the screen now, you can see the future footballers of Castleconnor. David Kelly, son of Hilary and Frank and Niall Judge, son of myself and Carmel. And standing beside Michael Langan there with the long tags on him. Yes, they're the future footballers. Martin Yockin, Michael Langan, the two subs out there. David Mahoney, the publican. Hopefully David will have the cup on his counter tonight full of not Smithwick's, not Guinness, but brandy. Yes, that's a guarantee that David gave the Castleconnor outfit, that if they won this cup and brought it back to his pub tonight, they would be filling it with brandy. Nothing less than brandy. And you're very welcome back to Markowitz Park for the second half of this 1998 Intermediate Football Championship final. Castleconnor lead at half-time by 1-7 to Grange 2 points. The Grange team coming out onto the pitch. I cannot see at the moment if there's any changes in any side or not. I'm sure Eugene McHale, the man in charge of the Grange Cliffoney team, would have given a pep talk to his team at half-time. Grange Cliffoney, it has to be said, is a very tough team, and known to be a great team to come back in finals. Castleconnor playing against the stiff breeze in the second half. Referee Eddie Neary getting his officials into their positions. And the referee, Eddie Neary, sets his watch, and so do I. He looks at his watch, about to get this second half started, and the ball is up and the second half is on. And Castleconnor, the number 9 for Grange Cliffoney, Jonathan Barry, a high ball into Eugene McHale, but Eugene McHale, the number 14 for Grange Cliffoney, has the ball. He solos once, he solos twice. He's tightly marked in there by, it seems to be Trevor Feeney. Eugene McHale still on the ball. He turns around. He lets the ball in. It's a high ball in, and it's broken into, and it's Jason Colley, number 5 for Castleconnor. A long ball down. Number 5 now for Grange Cliffoney, Damien Kelly. Damien Kelly with the ball. And the mist begins to come down again, and Damien Kelly has gone out over the line with the ball, and it's a line ball for Castleconnor. Yes, the mist is coming in, coming down here in Markowitz Park again. Castleconnor taking this line ball in. It's getting very wet and greasy out there. The ball is broken down to number 11, and it's Paddy Joe Barnes that has it now. Paddy Joe Barnes, the number 14 for Castleconnor, into Jerry Holmes, the number 12. Score of some fine points in the first half. But here goes, the ball is handed out to Colin Gordon. Colin Gordon, left foot, let's go. And the ball has gone to the left and gone wide. A shaky start by both teams to the second half, but it's a big occasion for them all. A County Sligo Intermediate Football Final. Seamus Hoey, the Grange goalkeeper, places the ball, about to kick the ball out again. And a good kick out by Seamus Hoey, totally into the hands of Colin Gordon. Colin Gordon solos once, left footed, and it sends it wide. That's the second wide in about 60 seconds for Castleconnor. They're attacking, but they're not making them count on the scoreboard. Colin Gordon kicking that ball to the left and wide, and Seamus Hoey places the ball. The Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper places the ball again for another kick out. A fine crowd here in Markowitz Park at this intermediate football final. Seamus Hoey, the Grange goalkeeper, kicks the ball out. It's a high ball out this time, and to the waiting Castleconnor man, out to Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy has the ball out again to Kevin Barnes, number 10. The mist coming down very heavily. The pitch very, very greasy, and it's a high ball into Paddy Joe Barnes, but he's taken down, and it's number 11 for Dennis Harden for Grange Cliffoney with the ball. Tightly marked by Kevin Barnes from Castleconnor. But the ball is broken out. Very greasy conditions, as it can be seen, and the ball is decided for a throw-in. A hot ball. He's going to throw the ball up. It's very greasy conditions out there now. A lot of slipping and slides. A high ball up, and it's Castleconnor that get the break again. Castleconnor man is deemed to be fouled. Carroll Tuffy was fouled that time. Carroll looks up, takes a kick out to the wing, and it's out to Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly, the goal scorer, has the ball. He turns, he looks for help, and he gets that help from half-back Michael Langan. Michael Langan goes forward, number 6. He's going through, and it's looking good. And Paddy and the ball, it looked like as if it was going to go into the goal, but the ball went wide. Paddy Joe was in hard luck that he didn't just connect to that ball. It was a good run by the half-back Michael Langan, son of Eugene's and Kitty's. It's a fine, solid performance by Michael Langan. The ball is kicked out again by Seamus Hoy. And it's out to the waiting. Oh, it's broken down to Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney go on the attack and looking for Eugene McHale. Eugene McHale, this man is very dangerous. He has the ball. He solos once and he jukes to bring the card. He solos twice and he's gone through. And he's gone through for his pint and he kicks it to the right and wide. Very hard luck there by Eugene McHale. A great footballer. Played a lot of football with his home club, Knockmore in the county of Mayo. But now playing football for Grange Cliffoney in the county of Sligo. Bart Bardens about to kick the ball out for Castleconnor again. Bart looks up, kicks the ball out. It's a high ball. It's a high ball out, and David Fox contests this ball with number 7, David Fox. Broken down to Grange Cliffoney again. Onto the waiting number 11, Dennis Harden. Dennis Harden has the ball. He kicks a high ball in. It's a testing high ball for a full back. Where the full forward has it. It's a full forward has it. Jimmy Langan has it, and he goes through. And the ball is kicked wide. A very close call there for Castleconnor. The ball is being kicked wide. Castleconnor looked a bit shaky up there in the defence line, but it went to the left and wide, and the score still remains as it was at half-time. Castleconnor 1-7, Grange Cliffoney 2 points. A very exciting game. Bart Barden kicks the ball out again for Castleconnor. That's a high ball out to the waiting number 13. Number 13 is Gay Kelly. Gay Kelly lets the ball out to number 6. Number 6, Aaron McKay. Aaron McKay lets the high ball in. It's a high, dangerous ball into the waiting Eugene McHale again. And Brendan Curran tightly marks him. Brendan Curran really playing his heart out, but Eugene McHale has gone inside him. Eugene McHale has gone inside him, and Eugene McHale has deemed to be fouled. Eugene McHale is fouled. And it's a free in for Grange Cliffoney. Number 15, Jimmy Langan, to take this free to put Grange Cliffoney 3 points up, and he takes a quick one, and he took a quick free. It looked as if it was going wide, but it came off the upright and went over the bar for a point. The first point of the second half scored by Jimmy Langan from Grange Cliffoney, and the score is now Castleconnor 1-7, Grange Cliffoney 3 points. It looks at this stage that Grange Cliffoney is coming back into the game. It's a fast kick out to the waiting Trevor Feeney. Trevor Feeney, number 2, kicks the ball downfield. Downfield only to the waiting number 9, Henry McCaffrey of Grange Cliffoney. And Grange Cliffoney are definitely coming back into this game. Henry McCaffrey has the ball again, and he lets the ball out. A lot of holding on there with Patrick Naughton. Patrick Naughton and Jimmy Langan having a hard tussle. It's another free for Grange Cliffoney. Jimmy Langan to take this one to get another point for Grange Cliffoney. Yes, the rain has eased off and the sun has come out. Jimmy Langan about to take this free for Grange Cliffoney to put his sides. It's a high ball in, and it's gone straight over the bar for another point for Grange Cliffoney. And now it's Castleconnor 1-7, Grange Cliffoney 4 points. Bart Barden's about to kick the ball out again. And Bart kicks the ball out. It's a high ball. And David Fox is there to pick it up or Jerry Holmes. Yes, it's Jerry Holmes there to pick it up for Castleconnor. Into the waiting Jason Colley. Jason Colley looks up and he finds Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly being tightly marked there and lets the ball out to Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes, number 12, looks up, looks for help and hands it out, kicks the ball out to the... It's a long high ball, but it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. I cannot see who kicked that one, I cannot make it out. And Seamus Hoy, the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, about to kick the ball out again. kicks the ball out. It's a high ball out to Jerry Holmes, very well held by Jerry Holmes, and Jerry Holmes lets the ball into Paddy Joe Barnes. Paddy Barnes has the ball, he's pulled and he's tussled, and it's a free in for Paddy Barnes. Paddy Barnes, it has to be said, has done all this Trojan donkey work for Castleconnor right throughout the year, and here he is in the thick of it again, a great footballer. And that's a chance for Castleconnor to get on the scoreboard for the first time in the second half, and Colin Gordon kicks it over the bar, and now the score is 1-8 Castleconnor, 1-8 Grange, 4 points. Yes, a well taken point by Colin Gordon there as Grange prepared to kick the ball out again. Tomas Kilfeather, the Grange Cliffoney fullback, kicks this ball out. Here he comes. He kicks it. It's a high ball. Up and up goes the waiting Grange man, but Michael Langan there again picks it up and into Philip O'Reilly. Michael Langan and Philip O'Reilly seem to have a great understanding of the ball together. Philip O'Reilly turns. He turns his man. It's a high ball, but there's nobody there. Only Seamus Hurry, the Grange Cliffoney goalkeeper, out and gathers. Out to his man, number 6, Aaron McHugh. Aaron McHugh lets the ball up too. And Jason Colley is there. Jason Colley, number 5 for Castleconnor, into his brother Kieran, midfielder, number 8 for Castleconnor. And Kieran carries the ball. Kieran is down. The greasy conditions, and it's very greasy. But in comes Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes has broken the ball out to number 15. The ball is up in Grange are coming on the attack again. Jason Colley is marking his man closely, and here comes Patrick Naughton in front of his man again, and Patrick Naughton collects. Patrick Naughton having a great game against Jimmy Langan, and Patrick Naughton fouled there, and Patrick Naughton is going to take his free out. Jimmy Langan fouling Patrick Naughton. Patrick takes his free kick out, and it's a high ball, and nobody going up for Castleconnor. It's a Grange man that goes for the ball. Number 11 is Dennis Harden. Dennis Harden hits a high ball into Patrick Naughton, but safely back there is Trevor Feeney. Trevor Feeney out to Michael Langan. Michael Langan in turn out to Carl Tuffy. Carl Tuffy goes down on his knees to pick the ball up, and Carl's got away from his man. He's on a solo run. He lets the ball down fast. The ball is down fast to Joe Cawley. Joe Cawley is out along the line. He has picked the ball up. It looked as if the ball was out, but it wasn't. Colin Gordon lets the ball into Carl Tuffy. Carl Tuffy goes for the ball, down to pick it up. Lets the ball into Kieran Cawley. And Kieran Cawley again. And here comes Kevin Barnes. And it's a goal for Castleconnor. What a goal for Castleconnor by Kevin Barnes, the son of Bert Barnes, the manager of the team. A great, well-taken goal by Kevin Barnes, the number 10 for Castleconnor, and that has stretched Castleconnor further in the lead. 2-8 for Castleconnor, Grange Cliffoney 4 points, and the Castleconnor supporters are gone hysterical here, and so am I. This is a very good performance. Look at the fielding of Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy, number 9, goes up there and kicks the ball in. Ball out to Philip O'Reilly. Philip O'Reilly playing very well in corner forward, hands the ball, passes the ball back to Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes passes the ball back into Colin Gordon. Yes, indeed. There's a couple of men on the ground. Colin Gordon was there. Grange Cliffoney are coming out. On out again. And the ball is with Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney is trying to get out of the fence. Yes, there seems to be a couple of fists flying there. Yes, and there was a couple of fists flying. Everybody has their hands up as if to say, I didn't do it, but Eddie Nary seen somebody doing it. And Eddie Nary is going to take the names of number 6, Aaron McHugh for Grange Cliffoney, and number 16, Philip O'Reilly for Castleconnor. Yes, Philip O'Reilly walks away after giving his name to the referee, and the referee is going to throw the ball up. There's a substitute on the Grange Cliffoney, but at the ball at the moment is into Paddy Joe Barnes. Paddy Joe Barnes just fouled. Jerry Holmes went down to pick it up, but it's down with Grange Cliffoney again. Grange Cliffoney want to get this ball out, but it's only out to Michael Langan. Michael Langan, as I said before, playing very well, and lets the ball in, and the ball has gone wide. The ball has gone wide, down to the left and wide for Castleconnor. 12 minutes gone in the second half of this 1998 Sligo Intermediate Football Championship final. Castleconnor looking good at the moment, but there's still a good while left. 2-8 for Castleconnor, Grange Cliffoney 4 points. And another substitute on the Grange Cliffoney team. That's 2 substitutes. Number 18, Michael Langan and Stephen Hearn. Stephen Hearn and Michael Langan in on the Grange Cliffoney team. And the Grange Cliffoney go to kick the ball out again. That's a long, hard, high ball out into the hands of the waiting Grange man, and the ball is picked up, and it's a lot of fumbling and bumbling going on. That's now they're into the hands of Grange. Grange kicks the ball up, but here comes Patrick Knockan having a storm run again, knocking this Jimmy Langan. Patrick Knockan, number 3, safely into the hands of Trevor Feeney. Trevor Feeney was fouled there, but the referee says play on. Trevor Feeney out to Brendan Curran, and that has to be said. That's great defensive work by Castleconnor. Great defensive work, and the ball is now with David Fox as he comes down the field. He lets the ball into the Paddy Joe Barnes. Paddy Joe Barnes, number 14. Nobody in there. Paddy Joe looks to see who's inside, but there's nobody inside. Joe Colley was going in, and the ball is gone. It's gone out for a 45, and 45 for Castleconnor. Very exciting here in Markowitz Park at the moment. Castleconnor going for their victory, and Grange trying to stop them. It's a fast ball taken out to Kieran Colley, and he lets the ball back into it looks like Colin Gordon. Colin Gordon's down, but he's up again. He solos the ball, and the ball is well intercepted there by Grange Cliffoney. Number 5 is Damien Kelly. Damien Kelly well intercepted that ball, but the ball has gone up along the line to Gay Kelly. Gay Kelly for Grange Cliffoney looks to see where his forwards are, and he lets the high ball up. And Michael Langan is to contest this ball with his partner. Michael Langan and the number 8, Jonathan Barry for Grange Cliffoney, but Brendan Curran again is there. And so is Eugene McHale, and he has picked the ball up lovely. Eugene McHale solos once, solos twice, lets the ball in, and it's there into the great defence play again by Castleconnor. Jason Colley out to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes out to Kieran Colley. Kieran Colley loses the ball, and the ball is broken up again. The ball is up to David Fox. David Fox over to Carol Tuffy. Carol Tuffy, the number 9, playing in midfield for Castleconnor. Into Philip O'Reilly, and Philip O'Reilly was pulled by the number 19, the substitute, and Philip O'Reilly gets his free. Philip O'Reilly playing a very good game for Castleconnor.
The Grange Cliffoney team, Michael Langan and Stephen Herron replaced Philip Lang and James Waters.
It's a long ball in by Colin Gordon. Colin Gordon looking for Paddy Joe Barnes and David Fox. David Fox looks, and he hits the ball, and it's a great save there. It's a great save there, well blocked down, and it's with Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes turns, and he puts it over the bar for another point for Castleconnor. Jerry Holmes, it must be said, is playing a storm move again in the red and white jersey. And the score now is Castleconnor 2-9, Grange Cliffoney 4 points. 15 minutes gone in the second half. The rain thankfully has eased off. Grange kicked the ball out again. It's a high ball, and it's into the waiting Kieran Colley again, playing very well at midfield as well. On to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes playing well, playing very good and playing very solid, but the ball taken off him at that occasion. Number 8, Jonathan Barry. Jonathan Barry for Grange Cliffoney lets the ball up, and Brendan Curran and Patrick Knockan's there, but Patrick Knockan again first to the ball, and it has to be said for a minor, county minor of course, Patrick Knockan doing very well, and it's a free out. Patrick Knockan won the free. Patrick Knockan playing very well. Patrick Knockan, a quick ball out to Michael Langan. Langan, another quick ball, but Carol Tuffy fails to get that one. Carol Tuffy, well blocked down, and it's out to the danger man again, Eugene McHale. Hasn't done a lot in this game, but he has picked this one, and that's a very well taken point by Eugene McHale.
Point for Grange Cliffoney scored by Eugene McHale.
And Bart Bardens sets himself to take this kick out again. Yes, it's a good kick out by Bart Bardens. Out into midfield, but it's broken there by Jonathan Barry. Jonathan well blocked down by Carol Tuffy, but it's into the waiting number 7, Hubert McSharry. Hubert McSharry for Grange Cliffoney lets the ball up to number 8, Jonathan Barry. Jonathan Barry lets the ball into Jimmy Langan. Jimmy Langan this time beating Patrick Knockan, and it looks as if Grange are through for a goal, and they kick this one, and it's gone over the bar. Grange Cliffoney coming back into this game again, it has to be said. There is still 15-16 minutes left in this game. The score now is Castleconnor 2-9, Grange Cliffoney 6 points. Yes, a well taken point that time by Grange Cliffoney. They have a lot of work to do, but they are quite capable of doing it. And Bart Bardens kicks the ball out again. Bart Barnes kicks the ball out, but only to the waiting. It's broken down there again by Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney man being tussled and held by Kieran Cawley, and the referee says bring the ball forward because Kieran Cawley was holding him back, and it's into number 11. Number 11, James Heron, stopped to Eugene McHale again. Eugene McHale beginning to play hell here now in the corner, and he tries to get inside Brendan Curran and does so. And Eugene McHale looks around, where is he going to kick the ball? He'll kick the ball up high. It's a high ball, and the ball has gone to the left and gone wide. The referee says it's a 45. The umpire said it was gone wide, but I think we'll have to take the ref's word for this and give Grange Cliffoney a 45. Yes, Grange Cliffoney are coming back into this match. Whether they have enough left, whether they have enough time left to do it or not, I don't know. It appears to be number 18 for Grange Cliffoney is injured. It seems to be a facial injury, but he's okay. He's going to play on. And Castleconnor get their back line organised, anticipating a high ball into the square. Grange Cliffoney comes to kick. It's a high ball, and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Relief again for the Castleconnor backs. A very youthful side here in this Castleconnor team. A lot of minors and a few seniors, it has to be said. The seniors cannot be forgotten about either. Bart Barnes gets ready to kick the ball out. The ball is kicked out, and it's out, and very well held, very well caught by the midfielder Henry McCaffrey, Grange Cliffoney, but it's broken down to Kevin Barnes. Kevin Barnes lets the ball down, and Philip O'Reilly chases the ball to get inside. Paddy Joe Barnes' man, number 19, Stephen Hearn, out to number 6. Number 6, Aaron McHugh for Grange Cliffoney, lets the ball up to number 13. Number 13, Gail Kelly, up to number 18, the Michael Langan. And Grange Cliffoney come on the attack again. Number 13, Gail Kelly with the ball, looks up at the post, into Michael Langan. Michael Langan turns his man. A fair shoulder, well, the referee doesn't think it was a fair shoulder. Yes, there's a bit of a melee breaking out here in the pitch at the moment. A lot of fists flying. Referee Eddie Neri will have to get his book out and put a few names into it. Unfortunately, we have not got the facilities for an action replay to see what happened, but no doubt we'll see it sometime again. It appears that Jason Cawley, number 5 for Castleconnor, is getting his name taken. But it's a free in for Grange Cliffoney. As I said, they're coming close. They're getting there. Number 15, Jimmy Langan. The referee is going over to the umpire to have a word with him. I'm sure it's not about the weather they're talking. He's coming out, and the book is coming out again. He's taken the name of Jimmy Langan, the Grange Cliffoney man, number 15. And the referee brings the ball out, and it's going to be a hot ball. Yes, that's what happens when you retaliate. It's a hot ball. The ref throws the ball up to Carroll, up against Castleconnor and Grange. But there's a lot of belting going on there. Yes, and Jason Cawley playing very well for Castleconnor, held on to that ball again. Jason Cawley winning that ball and looking very good for the Castleconnor at the moment. Bart Barden's about to kick the ball out. I make it 9 minutes left on my watch, and Bart Barden kicks the ball out to Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes, what a pair of hands this man has. He's really playing, and a great ball into Carol Tuffy. And Carol Tuffy sees Philip O'Reilly, and Philip O'Reilly just very well read by Jimmy Hearn for Grange Cliffoney. It was a good ball, but he just wasn't close to him. And who would you think is there again but Jerry Holmes? Jerry Holmes, has to be said, is my man of the match. He's playing with his heart out. He looks up. The ball is blocked down into David Fox, son of Normans. Jerry Holmes to the ball again. Jerry tries to get down to pick the ball up, and the ball has gone to the left and gone wide. And the score, Castleconnor 2-9, Grange Cliffoney 6 points. As Seamus Hurry goes to kick the ball out again for Grange Cliffoney. kicks the ball out again, but only into the hands of Colin Gordon, and Colin Gordon sees Kieran Colley, and Kieran Colley goes for a score, and that he does. What a great point scored by Kieran Colley. Kieran Colley playing very good football. Kieran and Joe and Jason, 3 brothers on this team, playing very well together. And now the score is Castleconnor 2-10, Grange Cliffoney 6 points. A high ball out, and a lot of red shirts going up, but it's broken into Grange Cliffoney's hands. Grange Cliffoney man deemed to be fouled, takes a fast one, and it's up to who else but Eugene McHale. But Eugene McHale is well watched by Brendan Carden, and Brendan Carden goes in with a fair shoulder, and the ball has gone out for a 45, and that's what you call a shoulder. Surely to God, Eugene McHale will know all about what a shoulder is after that. The ball is going to be kicked out for a 45 for Castleconnor. And Grange Cliffoney go to kick the ball. They take a fast ball in. Into number 6, Aaron McHugh. Aaron McHugh looks up. He kicks a high ball, and it's gone to the left and gone wide. Yes, a badly missed chance there for Grange Cliffoney, but it has to be said that Castleconnor had the upper hand on them right through the first half and most of the second half. Castleconnor 2-10, Grange Cliffoney 6 points. And as a substitute in for Castleconnor, Barnes Kelly, son of Frank, is coming in, and it looks like as if, I don't know who's going off, but
Barnes Kelly replacing Joe Colley.
Joe Colley being replaced there by Barnes Kelly, and Barnes Kelly is in, and the ball is up to Jason Colley again. Jason Colley playing very well, but this time the ball broke down to number 18, the substitute for Grange Cliffoney, and the ball is into Grange Cliffoney, and it's number 13, Gail Kelly, and he ploughs through, and it's a free in. It's a free in for Grange Cliffoney. The referee calls the ball back. It's a free in, and it's a free in for Grange Cliffoney. Most of the Castleconnor team are standing on the goal line. Yes, he's going to go for goal, I would say, but he doesn't get it, because that back line is like a wall. And he has it again. The Grange Cliffoney man has it again, and it's blocked down again. Very exciting stuff. But Eugene McHale has it now, and Eugene McHale kicks, and he kicks a pint from over his head, and that's another pint for Grange Cliffoney. And the score now is Castleconnor 2-10, Grange Cliffoney 7 points. I make it 5 minutes left on my watch. Bart Bardens, the Castleconnor goalkeeper, has kept a clean sheet so far. Kicks the ball out. It's a high ball. And up goes a lot of red shirts again, and it's broken down again to Grange Cliffoney. And Grange Cliffoney applying the pressure in this last 5 minutes. But Patrick Naughton doing very well, and he's very heavily fouled there. A very heavily foul on Patrick Naughton. Now it appears that Patrick Naughton could be injured. It seemed to have been a high challenge. I'm very surprised that Eddie Neri, the referee, is not taking a name on this occasion. Frank Kelly, the Castleconnor veteran, on the sideline, urging his team. 5 minutes left. He has more grass out on Markovitz Park today than the cows above in Castleconnor. And Bart Bardens takes a quick kick out. Oh, the referee pulls them back. The score, Castleconnor 2-10, Grange Cliffoney 7 points. Bart Bardens, the Castleconnor goalkeeper, about to kick the ball out again. It's a poor kick out this time, and it's into the hands of the substitute for Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney coming forward and attacking, and all this and it's into number 11 for Grange Cliffoney, and surely there's a goal here. There has to be a goal here, and it's gone wide. It's gone to the left and gone wide. Yes, there was a lot of red and white Castleconnor people here, and their hearts nearly stopped there, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Grange Cliffoney very in hard luck that time that they didn't get a score, they didn't get a goal, but that's the way that it go. And another substitute for Castleconnor, and it's Martin Yachten, the Tyler. Martin Yachten in to replace Paddy Joe Barnes. The ball is kicked out fast and it's gone out over the line, and it's a free in for Grange Cliffoney. Grange Cliffoney let the ball in fast into Jimmy Langan. Jimmy Langan has the ball. He turns around, he looks for his men, and he has Eugene McHale there. Eugene McHale dilly dies. He goes once, he goes twice, and he kicks the ball. And it's a good way into the hands of Bart Barnes, a great solid goalkeeper and a great performance by Bart. But they're coming again. Grange never said aye, but Grange number 9, Jonathan Barry, or Henry McCaffrey, pulled down there, and it's a free in to Grange. And it's gone to the right. It's a free taken fast by Grange Cliffoney, and here comes David Mahoney, another substitute for Castleconnor. Yes, Castleconnor management using all their substitutes now. It's looking good. I make it 2 minutes left on my watch, and David Mahoney has played a lot of football for Castleconnor. A fine footballer and a fine publican, and no doubt there'll be some celebrations in his pub tonight if Castleconnor win this game. They have 2 or 3 minutes left to do so, and into the hands of Jerry Holmes, who has played a great game for Castleconnor. Jerry Holmes kicks the ball out, and it's gone out very far, out over the line, and it's gone wide. And Grange Cliffoney coming on attack again. The substitute. A long high ball into the waiting Eugene McHale, but Patrick Naughton is there again to cover it up. Patrick Naughton, the county minor, doing very well. Out to the substitute, Martin Naughton, his uncle. Martin Naughton turns around and finds Barnes Kelly, but Barnes loses this occasion. Jerry Holmes is there. Jerry Holmes gives a hard shoulder, and it's out to this substitute again for Grange. And the ball is still with Grange. Grange Cliffoney never said aye. Oh, and it's a hard tackle by the substitute, Martin Naughton. He put his hand around his neck. He put his hand around his neck, and he pulled him. Yes, indeed. Martin being cautioned there. Only on the field a couple of seconds. It wouldn't be nice to see him run off. It's a long high ball into the Grange full forward line. Yes, Grange still have it. Grange come out with the ball, looking for help. Into the number 12. Number 12, Oisin Coyne. Number 15. That's a long high ball in, and that ball is gone over the bar, and that's another point for Grange. And the score at the moment remains Castleconnor 2-10, Grange Cliffoney 8 points. I make it 30 minutes played in the first half. 1 or 2 minutes maybe of injury time to be played. But this game is not over, it is nearly over, and a lot of the supporters are beginning to leave. Mind you, they're all support, and the game is over, and Castleconnor have won the Intermediate Championship final for the first time, and I must say I am very happy for them. They put up a tremendous performance. Very well done, Castleconnor. Commiserations to a very good solid team, Grange Cliffoney, but that's the way it goes. A great performance all through by Castleconnor. All the Castleconnor supporters are here very proud of their management, team and substitutes. And all I can say from Markowitz Park, very well done, Castleconnor. And commiserations to Grange Cliffoney. Thanking you.
Presentation will take place in front of the dressing room. At the side of the dressing room behind the goals.
Hillary.
Don't go away, stick with me now.
Yeah, I'll go see for a minute. See them there.
Coming into it.
We're standing before the gate.
Like it's gone.
Chairman of the Sligo County Board, Joseph Queenan.
Reverend Fathers, players, ladies and gentlemen, yes, on behalf of Sligo County Board, I want to compliment both teams on a very highly sporting game, played in difficult conditions here today in Markowitz Park. commiserations to Grange. But knowing the spirit around Grange and Cliffoney, they'll be back. They've made a great contribution to Sligo football over the years. But the day belongs to the bin from the West. They're making history, winning the intermediate title for the first time. Hearty congratulations to Castleconnor. You've played wonderful work at underage football over the years, and today you reap your reward.
Yes!
I want to thank the Marketmas Power Committee for having the facilities here in excellent condition as usual. To the referee Eddie Neary and his officials who made a wonderful job. I know there'll be great scenes around Mahoney's and Rays tonight. So I wish Castleconnor every success in senior football next year. So it gives me great pleasure to present the Joe McMahon Memorial Cup to my neighbour Trevor Feeney.
Yes, and Trevor Feeney has the cup in his hands. A delighted Trevor. And now we're going to go to Trevor for a few words.
Reverend Fathers, Chairman, players, supporters. I don't have a speech. There's no one to remember the speech on it. Cancel this bit. After 16 years, before we competed in a final, it was a long time waiting, boys. A long time starved of success at all ages. I'm glad to see something's coming back to the West. I'd like to thank all the players, the management. I won't name them individually. Everyone that done anything for any underage coming up, any player that brought out a care or anything. That's what makes these teams. It's not today, it's not yesterday. It's the teams that took them under 10s, under 12s, under 14s. They had to do the work. Unless they do the work, there's never going to be anything. No. I'd like to thank the officials. Done a good job. Marketmas Park Committee. Who do I think now? And then I'd like to give 3 cheers to the Grange team. They're always ourselves and themselves. They're snip and tuck any time. Bet it's 2 out of 3. That's 2 out of 2. This is a good one though, boys. Lannies, here we come, boys. 3 cheers for the Grange team. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
How do you think after that?
I can't use bad language, over the moon altogether. I'm delighted. I was thinking about not coming back this year, but it would be the biggest mistake in my life if I didn't. I'm absolutely delighted. Best day in football for 10 years.
How did you feel the team performed on a whole?
Everybody, every player, outstanding. I thought Jerry Holmes had a fantastic game altogether. Scored 3 great points there in the first half. He even got a point to his left foot in the second half. And everybody, Philip Riley, a corner forward, had a great game first half. Patrick Naughton, a full back.
Were you expecting a stiffer competition from Grange?
I'd be lying if I said I did, because I thought we were by far the better team before we went out, and we showed that when we went out there. Great young players. I think we've 3 or 4 players in the Sligo senior team there.
No doubt you'll drink a few pints tonight.
Tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night as well.
Well done, Kevin. Thank you. Well, congratulations. Well done. How do you feel now?
Well, I tell you, I'm relieved to have that over anyways, and it's great for the players and all the officials, and it's great for a young team.
You must be very happy with the way they performed.
Very happy, there's no doubt about that, and we're looking forward now to get on to the league and to take that too. I hope we will be able to.
Are you going to go for the double?
I hope so, yeah. Thanks very much.
Eugene Langan, thanks very much indeed. Well done. How do you feel after that?
Well, you know, we always felt that we had the winning of this game. On the day we put out 15 players, but we had a panel of 25, and every one of them was capable of delivering. And we went into this game full of optimism, and you know, we delivered, and that's the first intermediate championship for Castleconnor, and here's to senior football next year.
It has to be said that all the players, each and every one of them, play their hearts out for the parish.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult to pick individual players, but it was a team contribution from start to finish. But you know, we scored some great points, and I think, you know, if I was to give a man of the match, I'd have to pick Jerry Holmes today.
I would fully agree with you. Shane, well done, and you'll have a few tonight. How do you feel after that one?
Well, I feel more or less the same as I felt before the game. I told the lads that on a bad day we'd have no trouble winning by 8 points. A good day we'd win by 11. And fair play to them, we've won by 8 points. It's good enough, we won the game.
You were happy with all the performance from back to forwards?
It was the one game all year that there was never a switch made from start to finish. Every man held their positions. We put on 3 subs at the finish. We took off 3 players. But it was to give them 3 subs a chance, and them players that we took off, by no means they had a bad game.
It was a difficult decision for your own son to make, to come back to us this year or not, but no doubt you're happy he did come back.
Well, after they got beaten in Bunnanan last year in the county final in the league, I asked him I'd go ahead with management this year. If he came back, Colin Gordon was leaving the country. I said, if them 2 guys came back, we're capable of winning a championship this year. Colin Gordon said, if you take over the team, I won't leave the country. And Kevin said, I'll give you 1 more year and that's going to be it.
And tell me this, are you going to go for the double?
No, I can't retire now. I've retired many a time during my life in football. But I think this time, there'll be no comeback. I'm getting too old for this.
Well, Bert, all I can say is congratulations, well done, and you must be very proud.
Oh, quite happy. I always felt confident that they could do it. I was just afraid the occasion might get to the lads. Castleconnor has been great record in finals, but today we showed we have the record. We knocked the monkey off our back today.
Bert, thank you for talking.
Okay.
From Castleconnor, how do you feel now?
Awful proud, John.
Were you happy with the performance of Castleconnor?
I was happy enough with the final outcome over the hour. I suppose we done the business. That was what we went out to do. At times we were a bit dodgy there, but we came good.
I was watching you up and down the line. You have a lot of grass eaten today. You're now chewing gum. Sure. What are you going to be eating later on?
I'll tell you that tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But at the present minute, I'm over the moon for the whole parish, for everyone in the lads, and for the fellas that were here and weren't here. Just for everyone.
It has to be said, Frank, that it was a very solid performance from forwards right through, from backs right through to forwards. Goalkeeper, the whole lot played very, very good game.
Today, every one of them there put in their work. That was what had to be done in the hour. It was no good doing it for 5 minutes against Grange Cliffoney. It had to be done for the hour, and we done it for the hour.
Did you expect a stiffer competition in Grange Cliffoney?
I did. I thought it'd be much closer. But first we took our scores. We got a goal at a crucial time, and then we got a goal again in the second half at a crucial time. And I knew at that stage the cup was going across to the west.
It would be true and right in saying that we're now going to go for the double?
Oh yeah, the double, not the short of the double. No, you couldn't think any other way.
Frank, thanks very much. Paddy Joe, how do you feel after that great victory?
Very good, John. I'm a long time waiting for this, 20 years nearly. And I think it's all the better now after this length.
Surely to God you're not going to retire now.
Well, I'll have second thoughts and see, is there another year or 2 left?
By the way you played out there today, Paddy, I'd say there's more than 1 or 2 years. Were you happy with the overall performance with all the team?
Yes, I thought it was a great overall performance. I thought our young fellas was very good. Patrick Northingham had a great game, I thought, overall, and I think my man of the match would definitely be Jerry Holmes. In the first half he scored crucial points, and I thought he was very good, got some great ball now. But overall I don't think there was any man that had a bad game. I thought it was every 15 man played very well, and I said there hadn't been a move made in the whole game, so it just showed that everybody had played well.
There should be no stopping you now to take the league as well.
No, if we can keep this going and keep all the guys together, I think we should take the league, because at this stage, like when we've won the championship, the pressure is off us, so we should win the league if we can keep it going, like, and there won't be as much pressure on us.
Paddy Joe, thanks very much. Enjoy it. Trevor, well done. How do you feel after that great victory?
Super. That's the stuff.
You were a long time waiting. It must be a proud feeling to be captain of the victorious team.
It's always good to be captain. It's always good winning. Best feeling you can get going into the dressing room when you're winning.
You must have expected a closer game, a tighter challenge from Grange Cliffoney.
Well, the funny thing is, I thought it could go. I'd never thought it'd be tight. I thought they'd either hammer us or we'd hammer them for some reason. I always thought if we never got behind, if they didn't get a goal in the first couple of minutes, we were well in it.
Trevor, you'll be celebrating for a couple of nights.
With God's help.
Performance very well done. A great performance from you and from all the team. How do you feel after that victory?
Relieved to have it over and done with, to be honest. It's great to win it.
Jerry, I was commentating on the match myself, and I had a great view of how you played. To me, and everybody says the same, you had to be the man of the match. How do you feel about that?
I don't know about that now. You know, each and every one have done it there today. It's great to win it.
Yes, but this was your best performance by far in a long time in the red jersey. Is that right?
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I would. I'm watching you all the time. Well done, Jerry.
Let me see you. I can't see your head. I can't see you.
Well, that's it from Marketvis Park. Great celebrations here from Castleconnor. Everybody hitting back to Curvilla, a lot of thirsty people here. Great performance by the whole team, and very well done. And as we leave you now from Marketvis Park, goodbye and good luck.